Hi, Libra. We are here to do your romance read. Let's have a look in. If we're not looking at all the other media at the moment, let's have a look what's coming through for you. Now, I have pulled cards. I've selected the ruins, and I have selected external to you. This could be potentially something that's playing out at the moment, or what a blockage is, what you feel is the unseen. And we really should call these videos this month the unseen, because although we have Mercury going direct, there's going to be a lot of reveals moving forward this month. So it's almost like this instinctual energy where, especially in romantic partnerships, connections, marriages, contracts, partnerships, we're sort of getting to a space where something's hidden. And it can be something that's happening inside of you. Hi, Andrew. It can be something that you feel suspicious about, and you're kind of connecting the dots, and it's very intuitive this month. So already I'm seeing that play out with my clients and with people around me, where, you know, throat chakra is really coming up. High heart chakra as well. There's a lot of purging going on at the moment, where emotionally we could be a little bit triggered. Hi, Dal. Triggered, emotional, feeling all sorts of ways. Now, for Libra collectively, because we've had the axis of, I've had better luck. You know what? I was really planning, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do me. I'm just going to keep away, because I was going to use the astrology to really look at that. And my hunch energy was correct, you know, connected to it. But nevertheless, I'm sort of, you know, trying to self-focus. Okay, so let's get into the read. Now, the one area, obviously, not that I'm going to mention a lot of astrology in this, because I do want to connect in and tune into the energy. But due to the fact we do have Mars going direct on the 14th, it is the shadow energy for Libras. Collectively, we are looking at our marriages, contracts, partnerships. We currently have Venus in Libra. It will be moving into Scorpio. You're going to take on several domains. And it's funny, because the Queen of Cups at the heart of the read has come up for Libras. The way you're coming through is wanting to have clarity. You're trusting in your instincts. You're trusting in intuition. And I have placed crowning cards face down, so I haven't seen them, okay? So I'm going to reveal what the first one is. Forgiveness. Ooh, Libra. Okay. Now, this may be that you're coming to terms with things. And yes, this month, because we do have high heart chakra, Aries and Chiron, and we do have heart chakra activation, there can be some subjects coming out to play. There can be old scenarios. There can be a situation that you're tuning into, linking in with romance, that has been a little bit of a blockage, a little bit of a drama. And again, I will tune into it further as we go. So forgiveness, I don't necessarily feel it's forgiveness. So I feel it can be something that's unfinished, something that has not had time to aerate. Hi, Louise. Aerate and be spoken about. And I feel these truths, you know, I do feel some of you are trying to be very correct in the way you articulate things. I do feel a lot of reflection is going into the past, where you're trying to really make right on the situations. There could have been this avoidance to allow something to turn out a certain way. You may have had your instincts and had to shift direction in the way you approach your romance. And due to that, there might have been an avoidance linking to healing due to too many things going on. So I do think some of these things, some of you might be a little bit confused, going, why is this coming up in me right now? And it might have been because of the busyness plus Mars retrograde making us feel very fatigued. So it was really you being on autopilot. Now, whatever the subject is that has not aired its dirty laundry, I do feel it's going to be coming up, but I think you guys are really meditating upon it. You're not wanting to speak to, what would the word be? You don't want to mask someone. You're trying to understand it yourself. I do feel you've got your eye on certain situations. You're aware of where the blockages are. This can be on your side of the fence or the others. So you're pacing yourself with it, but you're trying not to attach too much, to fixate on it, that it has to be a set way, because you know in the past that hasn't worked. I do feel at the moment you feel the situation can really go two ways. And it's really with the Aries, you know, it's like, okay, what do you do? With Aries, collectively, it is the first house placement. With Aries, it's actually your relationship sector. So when it comes to romance, Some of you, if you've been on the fence, you've been waiting to hear from someone, you're wondering if peace can be made, if the person can make peace with the situation, if they can move forward, if the binding of that contract can come about in a more balanced way, especially if you haven't been hearing from them. Within the connection and the healing, I do feel regardless of whether you're with the person or you're not, there's still this intuitive kind of connection in with, do you need to leave something behind? And a lot of us collectively are going to have this. This could be a memory. It could be the direct situation. It could be a person, not really knowing at the moment what to do. And it really does make sense. I feel once we have the new moon in Scorpio, a lot of this is going to calm down where you'll have a bit more kind of courage to make firm decisions, but you're trying to keep your cool on situations. You are going by your intuition. A lot of it. You got your hunch energy. And I do feel you're trying to trust, you're trying to look at your self-worth energy, but at the same time, I do feel a lot of you are thinking if a pattern repeated, it would be unforgivable. And connect that how it lands, but we're going to get into it. So the ruin you have for your crowning energy, and we'll get the book and I'll put a card in it so that it can give us additional meaning. Crowning energy in romance. Not that one. I've got three. I've got three for you guys. Okay, these delays have caused this energy. And so this ruin links to the Zodiac sign Cancer, connects to green, high heart chakra. A lot of you guys are feeling with this stagnation, you don't really know what to do. And of course, with full moon in Taurus, a lot of you guys were feeling as though something was missing. Where is the beauty? Where's the romance? Where's the give and take? It might have been reflecting back on the hard work and the connection of, where you were before versus where you are now. If you're single and you're not thinking of anyone, just directly reflecting on what you feel to do with love, and if you're ready and if you're not. But I do feel many of you are really wanting the prettiness of things. You're wanting to have that luck coming back. And really, as we progress into the month, Libras for the next 4 months really do have a lot of luck when it does come to love as well. You're going to be extremely attractive this month. And things that were stagnant, you're going to find that it's really going to quite surprise you. You're going to have to really connect the dots in with your intuition. Some situations are going to move, but you need to pay attention to how you feel. It's not a one-sided transaction here. It's very much, and I feel that's really where you guys are coming from. It's almost like, okay, this is not a one-sided situation. I know I have my part in this. What do I want? How do I feel? Where am I right now in the midst of it? So the Cancer energy can be a direct Cancerian that you're dealing with. Some of you, it can be an air sign that you're dealing with. Regardless, don't just connect the dots to that. You know who you are intuitively connected in with. But the emotions and wanting the balance within the connection is the overriding energy coming through at the moment. So when it does come to money, I do feel a lot of you, there could be a mother situation coming through. So the crowning energy for you could be nurturing, nourishment, mothering, fertility, beauty, healing, and growth. And again, inner childs can be coming up. Earth mother, spiritual growth and sustenance with full moon in Taurus. Neglect, we'll leave it at that. Okay, so with this stagnation, it's like something's not getting off the ground, no new birth, wondering when it's going to happen. And I literally feel it's the emotion coming up prior. And with the Scorpio moon, I think things really kick off. And they're going to be really kicking off through this whole month. So there can be unexpected events. There can be situations that occur where you just did not see it coming. It can be people's truths coming through. That can be at times very confusing. Your foundation at the moment, linking to this whole scenario, is manipulation. I don't feel this is your energy, Libra. I feel you're tuning into circumstances where at times guilt may have played a part. That's the forgiveness energy, the healing. Also feeling as though having that conversation, if a person's calling you, are they manipulating you? Things to that degree. Again, we have control in the way we react to it, but there could be an external person or people altogether, and you feel, building on this situation, is a bit iffy. You're like, okay, but I feel it's relating to manipulative energies, point blank zero. And Libra's really in the energy at the moment of really not tolerating that. So if there had been external influences that were iffy, I don't feel you're getting angry. You're just not tuning into it. You're not wanting to partake in that dynamic. Most of you are really forming very healthy boundaries, but it's coming from yourself first, and then it's moving forward and it's kind of trickling out. Some of you could really be reshaping new friendship groups at the moment, but I do feel really healthy boundaries. So you're in awareness of what the situation was. And it might have been something that hadn't tied up in the past, but it really was never moving towards, a stable foundation. You could be very firm again, like, no, I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm not doing. Again, I feel this is due to past circumstances. I don't feel it's pain body experiences. I feel it's more to something you're directly assessing and really trusting in your gut. If something's not feeling right, you're just trusting it and you're going with it. Now, external influences, and then we're going to pull this all together. What do we have? Action. Okay, some delays. There might be some energies surrounding you at the moment that are really quiet. Really quiet. You're watching it. You might, and again, this can be if you're a soulmate, twin flame. A lot of people at the moment won't completely be speaking their truth. As Mercury is going direct, it will start coming up. This can be agitation. This can be the way people are relating to each other. And also it can be individuals that you know had been observing you, having energy pushed towards you. Their energy is coming up at the moment. And although it might be dormant in the moment, it's looking like it's plan action. And again, your foundation is feeling their frequency. Okay, so this person, and I don't feel this is a love interest. I feel these are external energies. It can be, but the action is in reverse. Something hasn't completely happened yet. There's been a delay with the situation. Now, it does link to Swan. Now, if you're with this person, again, it's an external energy. If this person is coming towards you, it can be them, but I'm feeling it's more the influences surrounding that scenario. There's a dynamic where something hasn't shifted. There is planning. There could be a little bit of OCD energy coming through. They're being very patient. This could be manifestation, daydreaming about what they think a perspective is. It's really getting them up in their head at the moment. They're wanting to know what Libra's up to. They're wanting to know, it's really cutting in their mind. Again, this could be psychic attacks. You've got the psychic card here. But I feel as though they're really up in their heads trying to plan a scenario. And I do feel this relates to very low frequency energies where they can't be trusted. They feel quite deceptive when it does come to jealousy and envy. And their foundation, how they relate is really going to have a cause and effect to them. They can be very regretful of some of their actions, but I feel it's more what they're about to do over what they've actually done yet. Now, this relates to Virgo. It relates to Swan, Earth, and Air. Something up in the air. Okay. Protection, sanctuary, prayer, friendship, trust. Esoteric, magical communication with the divine. Absorption of protective cosmic energies, faith in the divine. The quadrant may be in need of protection, but confirms that such protection is assured. All the quadrant needs to do is confirm this link with the divine through request. Okay, wear protective amulets. Ruin warns against great peril. The ruin itself may be worn as a protective amulet. A twig could be sought from a living yew tree itself, which serves as a powerful protection. So again, I was really feeling psychic attack. I do really feel this can be linking to family. Okay, I'll pull a clarifier. And just in case the chat's frozen, I will put a thing there. Okay, who is this relating to? These external energies. So somebody's daydreaming, somebody's thinking about this quite a bit. They're up in their head. It is coming from a lower frequency. It could be due to jealousy, greed, envy, all those fun things we go through, they don't actually see themselves that way. They may be trying to paint themselves as, somebody that they're not. Not an enemy. I'm the angel. Maybe somebody that lost a connection. And lost a connection. So this could be a lot of manipulation towards your love interest or towards you. But I'm feeling poker face. They don't get that some of these things have already been observed previously, but the foundation for them is not positive. The foundation is coming through that will be quite negative for them, but it is coming to an end. It's not going to work. Now, moving forward, you guys are almost feeling you're not wanting to pace forward. You're wanting to tick the boxes. You want to know that these things are going to be comfortable. Again, we can't ever really completely assure that. Sorry, sweetie. We can't really assure that, but one thing we can do is we're assessing it spiritually. Now, for the outcome moving forward, you're going to accept the reality of what certain circumstances are, and I do feel there's going to be a great deal of healing. You are ready to release control of the situation or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life, and that's really what I see you guys doing. This could be in relation to a separation. This could be you guys separating from individuals and allowing healing to come through that process. But I feel it's old memories. It can be karmic scenarios, things that don't resonate with you, the history, trying to bridge that gap between you and a love interest so that you can move forward spiritually. But there is a lot of heart chakra activation here. Initially, you may have a lot of memories coming up, but I do feel a journey coming, and I do feel there's travel. This travel is going to be with this romantic interest. And it can be at a distance. So it's almost like I feel them scooping you up. They're taking you somewhere if they haven't already. That's okay. I'm like, how am I going to do this all? Let's just start, eh? Okay, they're wanting to move you away from this. So if it's a different accommodation, if it's a different location, I'm just feeling point blank zero. They're really trying to be very protective of you. So whatever circumstances are playing out at the moment, it is them being protective due to external circumstances. And I'm really seeing the external circumstances on their side of the fence. I feel in general, Libra, you guys are quite tired. You do have your own things going on. You've got a lot of memories coming up that, they're really tired of this being the same. They've found it quite boring. They've found it quite dull. They've even found the stagnation to be this way, and they're really resisting temptation, and they know what they want. Their foundation is this, high sweet, and they're just really focused on love. I do feel this not seeing something coming energy, which is, aren't we always, But I feel this is in your love interest side of the fence. Both of you may be extremely busy trying to, build that foundation, be it together or singularly, prior to connection. Let's see. Yeah. So this delay, somebody is trying to step in the way of this situation, and it's like they're trying to stop this launch of it. Again, I don't feel it. I feel it's only powerful if you give energy to it. But like I said, this love interest is really quite sick of it. They don't find this. They know what they're focused on. These old scenarios were stagnation. They did not help this person grow. They kept this person in limiting beliefs. This cup is really where they're focused, and it's on you, Libra. And really, it first must be epiphany inside the person's self to realize that that cup is their needs. It's never really another person. It's them coming home to themselves and finding an energy that is in alignment with them, very reciprocal, similar to you. And being that balance that you are, this is something that they're seeing in you. All these scenarios that they've been tackling, they might have had quite a long time where either A, there was no communication, or B, the focus was really on other things. And I feel their energy really like, okay, it's a bit like saying, I need to get all my ducks in a row. But it's how many ducks in a row do we need before we do directly need to make a decision? And I think this tiresome energy is really being pushed to the side to focus on what's healthy. And that's really with the 2 moon phases that we previously had. Hi, Rebecca. It's really looking at it and saying, okay, psychically, emotionally, spiritually, what are my downloads with this? How do I feel about it? What is going to be in my higher good? What's my heart's interest? Because this energy here is great boredom and stagnation. And I do feel they will know what is correct for them in a balanced sense. They could be having I do feel they're thinking about you a lot. I do feel they do have trouble concentrating. They do tend to get back pains and things to that degree. You will find at the moment we can be very accident prone, so we do need to be very careful. But I'm seeing them to, okay, there's more energy coming through. Okay, what are they wanting to do? What are their plans? Okay, they have no intent on leaving you behind. You got death in reverse. Something from the past also is coming back. Again, they are tied, so their energy towards BS will be 0. If somebody does, it's just, yeah, it's they know they're protected. There's protection here, but they're not being foolish. There's no new beginning with an old energy. It's more they have their eye in Libra's direction. Their guides, it could be an energy that's passed over, is showing them the truth in the situation. They're assisting them with it. But again, they're not coming from ego. They've just experienced a repeating dynamic here, so it's just not attractive to them anymore. How will they relate to the interference? They won't take too nicely to it. Okay, they're in the Emperor energy. They know what they want. I almost feel they're looking down at these energies. Look at the way, I always get these random messages. Look at the way this individual is staring down. Poor lighting. I really need to get more lights in here. Okay, this individual is staring down, almost like you dare ask me what I feel. It's like, it's kind of coming through like they feel it's quite condescending. And it is the Ram energy. I mean, good old Aries coming through. Could be an Aries individual, but nevertheless, this person is taking on a very heated response back. Okay, how do they feel about Libra? Okay, they want to apologize. They are very tired at the moment. They may feel that they are not at the moment feeling equally energetic, but they are in their heart center. Some of them may be a bit concerned about another person coming into your life. And if you're connected, yeah. I do feel 2's company, 3's a crowd. They sort of do feel at times that they're comparing themselves to these situations. But they also know that they have a lot to offer and they're willing to do this. They're willing to move forward. Yeah, they're willing to move forward with Libra. They're putting down these dramas. Any questions on the house? I do feel there can be some interference coming. I feel it's probably could be anywhere between now and mid-month. I just don't feel this energy is going to be reciprocal. You guys, I feel you're in awareness of where this direction is, so I don't feel it's anything that is surprising towards you, but you're just really not wanting to tolerate it. Anywho, any questions in the house? I'm going to love you and leave you and have a break. And if I come back, I'll be back again. I'll have to answer that phone call. And to the lovely lady that was waiting on her video, I have sent you an inbox message. So go check it. Because she had a very interesting reading. I'm telling you, all these interesting readings coming through. So, is the chat lagged or are we just... My daughter's sick. She's home sick. She gets asthma. Never looks after herself, I tell you. There you go. It is plateauing out. Kate, what would you like to know, doll? Anyone in the house that had booked a video with me? Either way, sweet. Telling you, base chakra will be cracking this morning. What would you like to know? Cancer cross-watching for Libra. There you go. I'd say at the moment, Libras are, regardless of sex, they will be embodying a lot of masculine energy at the moment. You know, we're being called to come back down to our Libra and get into our intuition, emotion, and feelings. Oh, good luck with the Cancers, eh? I've got Cancer moon rising. My partner's a Cancer. The karmic's a Cancer. One of them. Check the energy of my ex, please. What zodiac sign is he, sweet? Is it a he? All these tags in life we have. Yeah. Yeah, so they're in a bit of masculine energy at the moment. Yes, safety. Aries. Okay. I'm telling you, Aries at the moment will be very, very, initially in the initial stages of Mars retrograde, maybe a little bit, triggered, but you tend to find during that transit, that person is really going into mindset energy. It's internalization. They may deal with it better than us at times, but it's action orientated. So yes, they're more inclined to feel very tired. But you'll find as this month progresses, there'll be a lot of movement for that person. I'll pull a card. What is coming up for Kate's? Oh, you got two. Is there a karmic in the mix? Was there a karmic in the mix? An ex. Is he with a karmic? He's your karmic. See, this is the joy of Mercury direct. We're still getting crosswise here. Okay, so what I'm saying, yes, okay. Whenever I say this, I'm like, ooh. And I get two messages. Sometimes my guides will tell me, no, this is, this is the feminine energy. This one's a piece of work. Okay, this is ending. It's like this, enough is enough. Yeah, this is hard work. Aries at the moment are getting to a point where if you go and look at the astrology charts I did for this month's transit, it's the whole month. It's not week by because the whole month I'm hitting each house. Aries this month are doing the same axis as Libra, really looking at their relationships at the moment and if they're karmic in nature, because we're going to have both Saturn and Jupiter moving into Aquarius next month. If you don't resonate with the connection, you better get out of that hot pot. It's like a cauldron. It's just not going to resonate with you. I'm feeling headache energy with this individual, and this person's really, really closely paying attention to it. Natasha, what would you like to know, sweet? I'd like to know if you can see anything about my twin and I. Oh, Leo moon. You're going to get a lot of downloads, especially with the sun energy coming at the moment. So just do some third eye clearing. You also could be looking at things, maybe superstitious energy. I'm hearing like Elvis Presley. I don't know why I'm hearing Elvis Presley. Very superstitious. It's like things to that degree coming up. But you will be meditating a lot. You could just have these light bulb moments coming to you constantly. There can be a little bit of paranoia coming through. Let's see what's coming through for you. Leo moon, 10th house. Yeah, it also can be to do with our actions as well. It's employment, but it's also, what circumstances that were surrounding us that were affecting us, owning our power and becoming that beauty inside those elements. Was there external interference that took those things away from us? And sometimes it is really our place in it and a lesson that we have to learn. Yeah, again, feeling very tired in their own life. There could be, if they were in a situation, detaching from it. Maybe their viewpoints as well during this transit is really getting to a point they're having a different perspective. This could be really connected to relationships as well. Yeah, a bit of ego there, I told you. but it's going to pass. It's temporary. You can be getting a lot of headaches at the moment because perspectives on their side's coming through quite a bit. I don't feel they're agitated. I feel they're just conditioned. So the conditioning is kind of stripping away and it's a little bit uncomfortable. Any other person in the house for a super chat? Oh, God, I'm stiff. Excuse me. Well, you will find point blank zero. For those of you that are Libra in the house, your energy of relationships are going to become a great deal better moving forward. I do feel those of you that have done a lot of work on yourself, you're going to be a very new zodiac sign. You're not really going to be, that's okay, sweet. You're not going to be the same Libra. Libra is really, we're known for being the imbalance in the scales, but it was more because we gave too much to other people. And part of that karmic lesson was really to, we're choosing to give. It's not, hey, you've been good, I'm giving you an ice cream, you have to give me one back tomorrow. It's this, I'm choosing to give. And it's what that experience gives me. But it's not that somebody's used you. It's that you chose to do something. You had a part in it. That was your part of power. Yes, it hurts when people hurt us. But again, remember back and go back to the energy of how you felt when you felt those butterflies with whoever that was with. It always does come back. But once we have healed, that's when, like the laws of attraction, it does come directly towards us. And over the next 4 months, you've really got great aspects. I'm not saying that there's no challenges in life, but your astrology, you're going to be more vibrant moving this month. Is he going away, Yildiz? Can you see? Where's he going? I don't think so. I'm not feeling so. Is this month about meeting and... No, not at all. Alignment, we will always attract what we believe. So check what you believe and you will attract it. Sometimes tests come, but it's up to you. J word. Can you see? Is he going away, Yildiz? Can you see? At the moment, I see stagnation, but it's more reflection. I don't see this person going anywhere yet. It's undecided. Movement in their life will probably happen as the month progresses. But again, I'm feeling more January, February, there'll be movement with him, that person, in their own personal life. But as for communication conversations, I feel mid-month to the end of the month, that'll really start flowing through. Are you in the connection with this person? Because if you are, don't hold on too tight. Trust that anything that's yours will always be. Yeah, because there's always changes of plans. I've been stagnating relation, long distance, something has got to change. Yeah. And that's really what's coming up at the moment collectively. It's looking at things and it's saying, is this actually working for me? The Mars energy and the Pluto aspect coming through, its 8th house placement, it's like, is this feasible? Is this all I think I can have? And I mean, looking at the bigger picture of it. Some people, you can meet them and you can love them for the rest of your life. You don't need to be intimate and it's enough. It's you will love them to the day you die. Other people, it's for a moment. Other people, it's for a lifetime. So it just depends on, and it's just loving yourself through that process that you are changing, and change is okay. It is scary, but it's more scary living, in the old vibration. I'll try and come up at some point. And I wrote something on Facebook, and it was really to do with, if you were told that you had 1 year to be, what would you really be doing with circumstances in your life? Now, I think we do tend to live too much in the past and fear, and too much in the control dynamic of what you would need to do to eliminate certain things happening. So when you come back to this present moment, I can tell you we'd all be relating extremely differently. As to energy like that, that's a private reading, but Scorpio aspects, things that are hidden, Mercury going direct, if something to that degree is coming up for judgment energy, because we have Venus in Libra, we had full moon in Taurus, Subjects to do with that can be coming up very soon, especially with 8th house and 12th house. 12th house is Pisces. As Neptune goes direct, you'll have clarity in that area. Feels like a spiritual change for me, but more like spiritual freedom. Yeah. Gemini DM, well, gee, they'll be having an interesting time next month. Much movement at the moment is delayed as Mercury goes direct. This is where we're going to have things, skeletons coming out of the closet and things to that degree. So generally, the coaching sessions tend to happen more with twins. And when you've had that 3 years, no movement, has there been communication? Has there been blockages on your side of the fence? There's so many variables. And with coaching sessions, I try and work with you guys to get you to a point of where those doors need to close, whether it's just purging. Is there a person you're actually with at the moment? Do you have a love interest? Have you let go spiritually of a past love previous to this person? Because what tends to happen is it can cause blockages. It is a new moon in Gemini, so that person's energy is upgrading. There is a little bit of agitation coming through at the moment with Geminis due to the moon energy, and feeling overworked and fatigued. I'll pull you a card and then I'll have to go. Thank you guys for the super chats. I really appreciate it. We are coming into the slower season, so every bit helps. Okay, yeah, cycles ending and judgment. So, again, if some doors need to be closed, it's about doing that, and that can really help. Okay, JC? That's okay. But if you need a hand, come through and we can do a coaching session and I can give you some of my insight into how things play out in those connections. And I'll see you soon. Thank you. Be back later. If Mercury direct wants to work with me.